Hello friends, I am Chintan Joshi from Nalanda Vidyalay, Virpur Morbi, and in the subject Business Studies, we are discussing chapter number 2, Principles of Management. In the topic Fayol's Principle of Management, till today we have completed 9 principles of Fayol for Principle of Management. In today's discussion, we are going to discuss principle number 10, 11 and 12. These are order, equity and stability of personnel respectively. Let me have detailed discussion. Principle number 10, order. According to Fayol, people and materials must be in a suitable place at appropriate time for maximum efficiency. The principle of order states that a place for everything and everyone in its or her or his place. Essentially, it means order lines. If there is a fixed place for everything and it is present there, then there will be no difficulty in the activities of business or factory. This will lead to increased productivity and efficiency. Let me simplify this principle in our easiest language. Fayol says that in a factory there should be proper arrangement of people as well as material and machines in a proper sequences so that we can save time, efforts as well as our working hours, and we can convert our savings into best productivity and efficiency. Let me have example for this. We know that in our school each and everything is on its proper place. Say for example, our sports equipments will be in a sports room only with appropriate arrangement in cupboards. The same, our science equipments will be in science lab, as well as our reference books, our journals, our magazines will be in library only. Each and every things are properly organized and arranged in our school campus. Say for example, there will be staff in staff room, principals in principal office, administrative person or cashier in admin office, as well as even though our classrooms are also classified according to the standards. Are you getting the example of order line? Right? Proper arrangement of people as well as materials on a proper way, at a proper time, in a proper sequences, etc. Let me have another example of home or offices. We know that our kitchen equipments will be in kitchens only, right? There will be a proper dining space in our home, there will be a living room, there will be a bedroom, right? Say for example, if you have your personal room, right, your books will be organized properly in your cupboard only, right? It will not be found in kitchen simply, right? So same like in offices, right? Each and everything are arranged properly. So if people and materials are at their suitable place at appropriate time, we will have maximum efficiency as well as productivity in our business organizations. Principle number 11, that is equity. Equity simply means over here there should not be any discrimination according to sex, religion, gender, language, caste, beliefs or nationality. Good sense and experience are needed to ensure fairness to all employees who should be treated as fairly as possible. This principle emphasizes kindliness and justice in the behavior of managers toward workers. This will ensure loyalty and devotion. Fayol does not rule out use of manpower sometimes. Rather, he says that lazy personnel should be dealt with strictly to send the message that everyone is equal in the eyes of the management. For that lazy employees, there should be some penalties, some punishment or memos. In practice, we can observe that nowadays in a multinational corporations, people of various nationalities work together in a discrimination-free environment. Let me simplify this principle equity in our easiest language. Over here, Fayol says that in an organization, it might be happen that there are lots of employees belongs to different gender or sex. Say for example, male, female. There will be different people working in the same organization with their different caste or religion. Say for example, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, etc. Right? It might happen nowadays that in MNCs there will be different people working from different countries, belonging from different countries. Say for example, Indians, Japanese, Americans, etc. Right? So there should not be any discrimination related to their sex, gender, caste, religion, nationality, etc. Managers must treat employees in an equal way. Say for example, if there is a lazy person belonging to some particular caste, and if manager is also belonging to same particular caste, manager must treat equally with that person to create the example that there is no discrimination in the organization. He should not let him go, right, without any punishment. Say for example, many Indian persons are working in multinational companies as CEOs. Hope so it is clear. Principle number 12. Stability of personnel. Employees turnover should be minimized to maintain organizational efficiency. Personnel should be selected and appointed after appropriate and accurate procedure. But once selected, they should be kept at their post or position for a minimum fixed tenure. They should have stability of tenure. They should be given reasonable time to show their results. Any adosism simplifies that action in specific situations in this regard will create instability or insecurity among employees. They would tend to leave the organization. Recruitment, selection, and training cost will be high. So, stability in tenure of personnel is good for the organization. Let me simplify this our easiest language, that stability of personnel means Fayol says that there should be appropriate procedure for the recruitment, for the selection of personnel. If HR is selecting with accuracy level, with appropriate method, then there will be lower chances of personnel turnover, right? So first of all, it should be in an appropriate method and procedure. Number two, once if they are being selected, they should be given appropriate time, minimum time to show their results, their efforts very soon, right? Showing their performance. Management should not take certain actions which leads them to change the organization. It means they must be given appropriate time to show the results, as well as personnel at the time of the selection should be given a fixed tenure. For example, if an employee is being selected in an education organization, he should be given at least a one term to complete his performance, to show the results. In between, during the term, he should not be left the organization. So stability of personnel says that if personnel will be stable in the organization, it will result to minimize the labor turnover ratio, as well as it helps to minimize the recruitment, selection and training cost, as well as it will lead to consistency in the productivity and efficiency of the organization. With this, guys, we are closing our today's discussion, but topic is continue. Still, any doubts, please feel free to ask me. We will discuss rest of two principles in our next day. Thank you.